That's an early start out of Skukuza, and we reflect that we are now in the last few days of our trip and we want to see as much as we can before we leave for home. The route we have chosen will give us a lot of opportunities, not only for locations we're already aware of, but with a brand new road to explore. And the journey to Crocodile Bridge will nicely fill in the entire day. So fingers crossed for a great day of sightings. And almost immediately out of camp, our luck is in, as we see a painted wild dog roaming around on the tarmac. Obviously on the lookout, we pray that the pack is not too far away. And it's a good omen when a second dog appears, both looking and listening intently. Clearly, something's happening. More intense studying of the road, ears swivelling at every sound. Perhaps there's something further down the road. Another dog joins in. Wearing a radio transmitter collar, he may be the dominant male of the pack. He seems to calm the situation and they settle to rest on the road. Still alert, ears straining, they lie waiting. There's an air of expectation all around. Suddenly, they're off, racing down the road, joined by others coming out from the verge. Then, all becomes clear as a number of dogs have returned from a successful hunt. Covered in blood and bellies busting with meat, the others know exactly how to get share of the kill. Yelping and nuzzling the jaws of the hunters, an automatic reaction kicks in and they regurgitate food that's quickly guzzled down by the hungry pack. But it's not long before the supply of food is exhausted. And the pack slip off into the bush as quickly as they appeared. Well, what a start to the day! Back on the road, we slowly make our way towards Lower Sabi. On the corner of a nearby bridge, there's a family of baboons, and this little chap caught our attention. And the chance of a close look at this family interaction kept us occupied for quite a while. This cute youngster was not going to let her parents rest. She just wanted to play. And feed. Have you ever tried to take an afternoon nap with an infant by your side? No chance. Everything's an adventure, has to be tasted and tested. whilst the more mature relatives prefer to groom, vital to the well-being of the group. Using the newly built detour road to avoid the flood-damaged area, we make our way to the pond that has given us so many sightings in previous episodes. And we find a large number of sightings, giving lots of photo and video opportunities. And we're only too happy to dive in. There's plenty of bird life here, with many shoreline waders. And the hammercops are here in numbers, fishing from the shore. Very successfully, it would appear. And it's not just fish disappearing in numbers. Frogs are far from safe in this water. They also fish from perches on the lake, until the big guys move in. But it's amazing to see them effortlessly swoop down to scoop the fish out of the water. Before taking them to the shoreline for their extended preparation ritual, speeded up 4 times. The resident pod of hippos are restless due to the constant irritation of the birds using them as fishing platforms. However, not all of the birds make a landing. Shoreline fishing continues all day long. As the expert fishermen show everyone how it's done. This oasis of bird activity has been a pleasure to observe, and we're very much hoping it's still there when we return in a few weeks' time. We stop off at Lower Sarby for a lunch break. And we spot these bulbuls and a weaver bird cooling in the camp fountain. Well fed, we check out the bushes around Sunset Dam and see the weaver birds are still busy nest building, weaving them above this basking monitor lizard. The busiest of creatures, their skills never fail to entertain us. But time is getting the better of us and we press on, only to be held up by these magnificent elephants, some of the largest we've seen in the park, not to be messed with. We finally arrive at Crocodile Bridge Rest Camp, one of the smaller camps in Kruger with just 20 bungalows and 18 caravan or camping sites. Lovely and clean. With a small shop, and a coffee shop, but no restaurant. And the petrol station is a vital link to keep your car fueled up. A quick check under the canopy in the campgrounds reveals its secret inhabitants, bats, hanging around waiting for sunset. Realising we're running late, we make our way back towards Lower Sabi en route to our return to Skukuza. But another distraction, but a welcome one. Giraffe with youngsters. How cute are these young juveniles? Our elephant friends again. And this youngster shows what happens when you try to push forward. Best to wait patiently. This guy is a whopper. We also stopped to watch this crocodile, who was speculating whether one of the impala would make the mistake of getting too close to the water, whilst his friend basks in the sun. For a moment, it looks like the impala has let its guard down. But it's no fool and backs off. Our one and only cat sighting today, and it's pretty uninspiring and frustrating, as we don't have time to wait for it to make a move, so this profile shot will have to do. The gates of Skukuza appear, and we arrive tired but exhilarated at the number of sightings seen today. Just a couple more days to go, and we continue to ride our luck with Kruger delivering, especially in the Skukuza area. If you're enjoying this series, perhaps you might like to subscribe, especially as we're about to set up for another trip to Kruger, which will feature in a brand new 20-part series starting in January 2025. In the meantime, see you next time on the Better Photography and Travel channel.